Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Marker Therapeutics' latest quarterly report. This one's a bit of a roller coaster, so buckle up. We're about to see if their financial health matches their promising signs, and let's just say it might be a case of smoke and mirrors. Remember to join our Discord channel, link in the description, where you can share all your genius comments. This is Marker Therapeutics 10Q form, basically their quarterly update to the Securities and Exchange Commission. It's a snapshot of how they're doing financially. The report is for the quarter that ended in March of 2025. Let's jump straight into the numbers. I want to look at their balance sheet. This is basically what the company owns and what it owes, about $13.7 million. That sounds like a lot, but let's compare that to the end of last year. They had about $19.2 million in cash, so they spent through about $5 million in just 3 months. That's a pretty fast burn rate. Now, let's see where that money went. Let's scroll to their income statement, or as accountants call it, the statement of operations, which gives us the company performance and profitability over the last 3 months. With about $349,000, which is revenue they receive from grants for doing their science. Then there's a big drop from what they got last year, where they made about $1.2 million. About $4.9 million for this quarter, most of it in, and finally there was negative $4.4 million. Translation, they are not doing great. They had big losses and less revenue than last year. It is not a recipe for long-term success. This is an important one, their loss per share. Where's negative 40 cents? This tells you if you own their shares, you are losing money per share. It's like your income statement as an individual. Last year at the same time, it was negative 27 cents. So on paper, you are losing money compared to last year. Now to the cash flow statements. This is where the money comes from and where it goes. So it's where we can see the truth that is difficult to hide. Where's negative 5.4 million and 5.4 million? It's a lot. Had to put it bluntly. Marker Therapeutics is burning through cash quickly and they are losing a lot of money. That's a major red flag. It's a good thing if the stock market goes up and you hold the shares, but in terms of their business, they are not doing so hot. Let's talk about the thing everyone cares about, the future of the company, and read what they are saying about it. As of March, they had about $13.7 million in cash. They've been getting money from selling shares, borrowing, and grants, but they've been losing money since they started. In August of 2021, the company entered into an agreement to issue $75 million worth of new stock, but they terminated that agreement in June of 2024. Off 30 cliff now, they have a new try and get another 11 million by selling stock. They are basically printing money by selling off more of the company Teva now. Onto some good news. They received a $2 million in May 2023. So far, they've gotten $1.3 million. Here's what they're saying, which is the most important piece here. Basically, they say unless they get more money, they'll be running out early 2026 acts. And this is not enough for... Keep in mind, their use of the shelf registration statement on Form S3 will be limited for so long as it is subject to General Instruction IB6 of Form S3, which limits the amounts that the company may sell under the registration statement. There are the contracts and promises that they have to live by. The company must give CPI a cut of their commercial revenue with rates ranging between the low to mid-single digits, and that the company has to make royalty payments to BCM and potentially make milestone payments. Related party transactions are expenses that they have with their partners and CEO, etc. That during the 3 months ended March 31.6 million in related party expenses, mostly from with the biggest contributor tab. Let's sum it all up. Marker Therapeutics is burning through a lot of cash. Their revenue is dropping, their losses are growing. They're hoping for more grants and may have to sell more stock again. They have big commitments that they have to consider with their partners. So what's my take? I'd say Marker Therapeutics is in a tough spot. Their science sounds promising, but the financials tell a different story. They're bleeding cash and that can scare investors. If they cannot close deals or find a drug candidate soon, they might need to reduce their expenses or find a strategic partner. What this means is, at its current course, its future looks uncertain. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to join our Discord. The link is in the description. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more Corporate Decoder content. Thanks for watching.